I'm Aga. I'm compulsive eater. I weigh and measure 3 meals a day from GreySheet. I commit them to my sponsor. I don't eat in between no matter what, and God and abstinence are most important thing in my life today. And my abstinence date is the 7th of February 2021. It's good to be here. I don't know how to be serious tonight because I've got Serenity, who is just making me laugh all the time now. So I'm so glad she's here with me. And I would like to apologize everybody who helped me on Saturday because it will be quite similar. You know, what I want to say is that I was quite chaotic for last couple of months, and when I was the beginning. I have to calm down. I remember that many of GreySheeters went through various no matter what situations, and much more serious than mine, which I went through recently. And I was sharing with you the hope that someone may find something helpful in my share. So I do hope that I may help at least one person. My recent couple of months were quite chaotic. I felt like if my life turned upside down when sorry,
Yeah.
somebody said so. Okay. And I like everything to have planned and prepared. So the chaos was a big source of anxiety and fear, and it was very difficult to me. And I it would be in the past it would be a really good reason for me to binge, to numb myself, my feelings and emotions. But this time I stayed abstinent because I've learned the tools, and my relationship with God become deeper with time being since I joined GreySheet. And today because I've learned in the meantime to surrender things to God, and today I surrender everything to God, and I know that as long as I'm in His hands, everything is I'm gonna to be safe, and everything is in good hands, you know. And somebody said, I remember, that when God is first, everything else is on the right place. So I don't have to worry about anything, to be honest. And I would like to tell you how my way looks like, and this is that daily routine gives me a kind of peace, and I know that having planned my 3 meals is a kind of base, with a kind of rock, which whatever happens during the day, I've got those 3 meals. And I like in the past I was calling my meals like 3 lighthouses, which are, you know, whatever storm is in my life, I always can see this light. And so my day usually starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 4 o'clock. And the first thing I do is a prayer. I go on my knees and I pray. And you know, I don't think about the whole day ahead, because I know it can be overwhelming. And so the whole day, which is a huge task to live through, I cut into small pieces, and they are more doable for me, easier to, you know, to survive and to proceed. And just one task at a time, you know, it's the basic thing. And so as I said, I start my day with the prayer, and I know that, you know, I can't rely today's recover on yesterday's sobriety, and every day I have to do this effort to put everything, you know, all my strength and all my abilities into what I'm doing, because, you know, I know that I have to do my best and I have to leave results to God. And you know, my sponsor always tells me that she's here to help me to be abstinent. I have to do everything what is possible to stay abstinent, but it's God who is giving that gift of abstinence. And in my other fellowship, we've got daily sobriety renewal, and one of the questions in that renewal is, do you understand that this renewal is for this 24 hours and that tomorrow you are free to go another way and make other choices? So yes, my recovery is a decision which I have to make every single day. So prayer, the beginning of my day, is a kind of torch which lights especially dark moments during the day. When I used to prepare my lunch and my breakfast in the morning, but I've learned quite recently that doing this the night before is much better because I can sleep longer in the morning, which make a huge difference. Breakfast, however, is quite small for me, but it's very important, you know, meal, because it gives me strength for a couple of hours, and I need energy, especially that one of my job is a physical job, and I need it. So, and I'm very glad because I start my cleaning job at 6 o'clock, and I need energy. So I've spoken to my sponsor, and I'm allowed to have my breakfast before 6 o'clock to have this strength and, you know, energy for doing this job. You know, at work, when I go to my other job, I work in the office, and I often hear from people, like today, for example, people offer me the fantastic food they just cooked, or some vegetable juice, and, you know, I had to refuse, and, you know, they can't understand. And I remind them about email which I sent a couple of months ago about, you know, I'm doing this and this because this and this is my life, this is saving my life, and please don't offer me anything apart from what I bring with myself. It's the same like you wouldn't offer a shot to an alcoholic. And that's unfortunately shut up them for only for a few weeks. So anyway, and they still believe I'm doing diet, and they still think I'm you know, anorectic. They sent me, you know, links to trainings about anorexia because they think I just don't eat anything. But obviously they see my containers with lots of food, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, 3 years of abstinence gave me self-confidence and took away the shame of doing what I'm doing, and great patience, I think, which is a big surprise to me. And I hope this self-confidence is not arrogance, and this is a gift from this program. And when I say about, like, for example, when I talk with my colleagues, I don't apologize. I just feel, I don't feel guilty anymore. And I think my favorite meal is my lunch, which I eat at work. And you know, I like the colors on my plate. I like the in my container. It's like medication for me. And I know that this medication for life, illness, I'm gonna to take this medication for the rest of my life, and it's not a diet which is gonna to finish after I reach some weight. it's a medication, a treatment. And the lunch helps me to focus on what I'm doing, tidy up my thoughts, and
5 minutes.
thank you, Nancy. And whatever happens, during the day, I've got this clarity of mind. After work, I do shopping. I've learned, quite recently that I've noticed that I eat things which I haven't eaten before, which I didn't even like in the past. And today I've learned discovered new vegetables, which I'm gonna to try tomorrow. Oh, I see this number. Oh, yes, I see that. And cooking for myself wasn't always easy. I felt guilty that I do something good to myself. But I know it's not selfishness, it's self-love, and I've been learning how to love myself in recovery. And yeah, saying no, thank you, I'm not gonna to eat this was very difficult to me at the beginning. And a friend in fellowship said, as long as you put other people in front of yourself, you are not gonna to be abstinent. And that was true. And somebody else said, because your relationship with God was dysfunctional, you couldn't be abstinent. And that was right as well. And people often ask me what I did differently this time that I stay abstinent. And I say, I don't really know. Actually, I did nothing special, but I think I did everything differently. Like whatever I did in the past, I had to let it go, because I couldn't expect different results if I was making the same mistakes. So that's it. So I couldn't work like in the kitchen. I couldn't, I had to talk with my family not to eat things we don't eat in front of me. It's self-respect, and it's nothing about selfishness. What else I would like to say? Yes, there was a moment in like couple of months ago when I felt very insecure financially, and I had to find another job, because at some point I thought whether I can afford GreySheet, and that was very dangerous moment. So I found another job. I'm learning, to manage my time better and manage my energy better, because I work double the same I was working in the past. And saying my mantra, I'm a compulsive eater. I'm not only a compulsive eater, I'm also compulsive in other areas in my life. And realizing that was a big gift to me as well. And as long as my past is not managed properly, is not faced properly, I will have those hidden character defects and hidden addictions. They will be revealing, every couple of weeks or months. There's something new I discover in my life, so I could join probably another 5 fellowships. And recovery is for me, a freedom, but it's freedom from my compulsion. Thank
1
you,
minute.
Nancy. But it's not freedom from temptations and triggers. And it's rather that I've got all of these things, but I've learned how to manage, how to live with them, how to use tools. And I'm rediscovering a relationship with people in fellowship, but I also have friendships outside fellowship. And I'm grateful for my recovery, and I'm also glad I still remember the very beginning, because that makes me, thanks to that, I understand newcomers, I understand people who suffer. And I would like to pause with something I've heard many times. Don't tell your God how big your problems are. Tell your problems how big your God is. And my life became much easier, thank you, Nancy, and brighter since I put my hand into God's hand, and He leads me like my dad. He's my dad. So with that, I pause and thank you very much for inviting me to share. Thanks.